Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? Hope having an incredible day and make you feel fun too. Welcome to the show. It takes courage. With me, your host, Dr. Izdihar Jamil. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how to give a really unforgettable TEDx talk. And I was in a Zoom call in my home office a few years ago when my friend Michelle says, Izzy, you gotta speak on the TEDx stage. And it's one of my biggest desires. But I say, I just had realized my third child, and I'm scared of public speaking. I don't think I can do this. Then she said, where you go, people follow. You want to create a path so that other people can share their voices. And I'm thinking, too much work. But somehow I find myself saying, okay. So I apply to the first TEDx conference and the next and the next. By the ninth or the 10th organizers, I call up Michelle. Hey, they said no again. It's not worth it. Then a few days later, as I was scrolling on Facebook, I saw a post, and it was Michelle actually who posted it. And it says that TEDx, Delpron women are looking for speakers. And when I check it out, I get this sensation in my body. So I reach out to the organizer, Sonali. Hey, what is your vision and what is the theme for the event? And she says that her theme is revolution. So this conference is organized by amazing women, Sonali and also Irina, who both champions diversity. As I'm filling out the application, I really wanted to say this, but I'm thinking it's too controversial. But the theme is revolution. So surely the community is looking for someone who's brave, bold, and a little bit sassy. So I write down, it takes balls to wear the hijab in America, and sent it. A few weeks later, I got a call. I got an email actually from Sonali. She says, congratulations, you're in. And I love it when you say it takes balls. So when you do get to speak on the TEDx stage, do not say the word balls. So I had to change mine to massive courage. And my dream is to be the best TEDx speaker. I'm trained by the best experts from storytelling, stage performance, body movement. I practice every day when I'm cooking that Malaysian curry noodle. I practice when I'm pushing Rehan on my stroller. And I also practice when I'm taking a shower, turning my 10 minutes hour to an hour's nap. So 4th of December 2021, the day of my TEDx talk. I'm speaker number 9 out of 12. I'm wearing a teal dress, blue hijab with a touch of Chanel's perfume. And I'm praying, meditating, stretching in the green room just to calm my nerves. Then the MC, Sonali Fitz says, our next speaker is Dr. Izdihar Jamil. And what I love most about her is her smile. And in that moment, I close my eyes and I say, God, just let me be. Let them hear my heart. Help me touch their hearts and help me to take care of one person so I can be so grateful. Open my eyes, smile at the audience as I'm walking up the stage, stop on the red dot, and say my first line. my husband, Lisa. And I can see a world where my now 10-year-old daughter, Nadra, is going to grow up as a Muslim woman. And I don't like it. And I said that the revolution to overcoming social adversity isn't to hate, conform, transform, or blame yourself to fit the preconceived notion of society's checklist, but rather to be proud and courageous of your roots and heritage, and to be open and accepting of each other's differences. After my talk, until today, I still receive messages from people all around the world saying how my TEDx talk touched their hearts, and I will inspire them to be brave and proud of their roots and heritage. And it also opens them up to be a little bit more accepting of each other's differences. So 9 months after giving my TEDx talk, I had the audacity to think that maybe, just maybe, I have what it takes to organize a TEDx event. That maybe I can be a vessel to share the voices of my community, the voices of the brave, brilliant, bold, kind, beautiful, the wise, the silent, the shy. And that together we can create ourselves to be an important and valuable vessel to spread these voices so that hopefully our children, I have three myself, Abrar, Nadra, and Rehan. And, my friends' children, my neighbors' children, your children can live in a world where they are not only proud and brave of who they are, but also a little bit open and accepting with each other's differences. And since then, I've organized, two TEDx Huntington Beach events. It all started off with a dream. And from that dream, we built a community, we built a team, and I've had, many speakers have graced the TEDx stages. And I wanted to share with you three things that if you implement this, if you take this, if you practice this, it can help you in crafting and delivering an unforgettable TEDx. So the first thing is having a personable, unique, different, or specific idea that you can deliver that is going to help solve the community's problem. Remember, TEDx isn't about giving inspirational or motivational talk. It's actually you have the responsibility of teaching your audience something to solve their problems. And the best way to do that is by giving them a clear, simple, unique idea that is personable, that is fresh, that has a different take. So, for example, one of my speakers, Hannah, she is an opera singer. So how she curate her idea so that it's simple, clear, specific, is that she goes down, she goes deep on her idea. So it isn't something why I love singing opera, but she take it on a spin and making it something personable based on experience. And her idea is about what singing opera taught her when she was singing it in front of prisoners. So Hannah and a few other performers had the opportunity to sing opera in front of prisoners. So she chose to narrow down on the experience of singing opera into that specific moment and then go deep in it. And a lot of people that would submit a general based idea versus going into something deep. Like, for example, we have people who says, things about trauma, how I survived trauma, and about mindset. So, which are great topics, but So what about those topics? How are you making it a take that is different, specific, unique, and personable to you so that you can teach the audience something new or different? So take Hannah as an example, right? Remember, what is your big topic? And then narrow down on a specific experience that is unique, that is different from everyone else, that can help solve a community's problem. And that is going to be so unforgettable, memorable. You can, obviously, Hannah is an opera singer. So what she did was that she sang opera, open it up with singing opera. And that makes it so unique and different. And then she talks about her experience and what she learned, her point of view, how she is going to solve the community's problem with her specific topic. Okay, so that in itself caught the attention of us, the team, as well as the audience. The second thing in how to deliver an unforgettable TEDx talk is by having a physicality that Bo Eaton calls it, people can't take their eyes away from you. So when you're delivering the talk, your physicality, your tone, your body movement, the adjustments of your hands, how it moves, how you grace, how you walk, how your voice sounds, how the pitch, the tone, everything has to be at a level of where people can't take their eyes away from you. Because body movement, right? Communication, you have the voice and you have the nonverbal. So part of my PhD is actually in human-computer interaction, and I studied how children communicate and collaborate around digital tabletop, which is a form of technology. And one of the things that I have discovered is that nonverbal communication is around 70 to 80% of communication versus verbal, versus what you say. So how you say it, your body, your movement plays a huge role in people, whether they understand your talk or not, or whether they're hooked in or they're invested in your talk. If you see speakers, the way they have their body, for example, if they're crossing their hands, they're crossing their legs, they have soft voice. It makes really hard for people to connect with them because they're having like a closed body language. But you have a body who is really appealing, attractive, so exciting, unpredictable, that it's going to be really hard for people to take their eyes away from you. And that is key because when you have an important message to say, the last thing you want to do is having someone turn off or someone look away from you in the first few seconds of your message, especially on a TEDx talk. It's kind of like game over that because nobody's going to listen to you. So I've been trained by the best, by Bo Eason, by Jean-Louis Rodriguez, and they've taught me on how to own my physicality, how to be, how to ground the body, how to warm it up, how to be connected with the body and the ground, how to be strong, how to embrace your physicality, how to Jean-Louis Rodriguez taught me how to be like an animal, like channeling an animal spirit inside of me so that people can't take their eyes away from you. Now, animals, especially predators, are so beautiful. You can't take your eyes away from them. There's this aspects of danger, predator, there's aspects of spirituality, connection, grace, like just so beautiful to look at. So when I'm on stage, I would always start off with some warm-up. Warm up to warm up my voice, warm up to warm up my body, to create grounding in the space. Movement, I would be marking my territory, just like Bo Eason and Jean-Louis Rodriguez taught me. I would be, having a few deep breaths, a bit of mini meditation. I want to feel the surface. I want my voice to warm up the entire space, and also channeling who am I being at that point. For example, at TEDxHuntington Beach, the one that's recently gone, I channeled myself to be a bridge because Jean-Louis and I had a conversation when he was training me. He says that is, you want to be the bridge. You want to be the bridge that connects the speaker with the message, that connects the speaker with the audience, that connects the audience with each other, that connects the audience with the speaker. You are the bridge. And you are also a host. A host, a warm, generous, compassionate, loving host that welcomes people to their home. Because even though people come to the auditorium, to the venue, it's as if people are coming to their home. And as the MC, I created myself to be the host so that people feel welcome. They feel they feel safe, they feel connected, they feel this warmth and connection and love and generosity in the space. It makes a huge difference between speakers who prepare themselves, get themselves grounded and warmed up, their body, their voice, their territory, versus speakers who don't. And finally, what makes an unforgettable TEDx talk is when you invested the time, money, and energy to co-create your TEDx message with other people. And the amount of time you invested in rehearsing it. So an example at TEDxHuntingtonBeach, one of our speakers, Danielle. So at TEDxHuntingtonBeach, we start off early. We start working on early, about 6, 7 months early prior to the event, because it takes time and energy and some form of investment to craft a really compelling and unforgettable TEDx talk. So what we did with Danielle is that starting from her original idea, every month, each of our speakers has to submit their homework. And the homework is submitting their video as well as their talk. So every month, as we run through the talk, we will be given feedback. And I think this part of co-creation makes it so special because you're able to contribute an idea. Oh, link this, remove this, add this, connect this. This is missing. This is a bit wobbly. This is a bit clunky. And when you allow other people to co-create the message with you, because remember, your TEDx talk isn't about you. It's about other people. So of course you want to make sure what it sounds like with other people, right? How it's landing with other people. So we give Danielle feedback, every single month. And we also encourage our speakers to rehearse in front of a live audience consistently throughout that 6, 7 months period. And then we also have two virtual rehearsals, the official virtual rehearsal. We have an in-person rehearsal. We have two more of informal in-person rehearsals. So one of that is that they came over to my home to rehearse in front of a live audience. When you give a TEDx talk, you are going to be in front of a live audience. So when you do rehearse, you want to rehearse one in front of a live audience and on a stage if possible. Because you're not giving your TEDx talk in your bedroom. You want to be able to be familiarize yourself with the environment that you are giving your TEDx talk to. So this co-creation, when Danielle is with us, we give her ideas and feedback and connection. And then she will practice with another group of friends. They would give her idea. And another group of friends, they would give her idea on how to smoothen things up. And then with her cohort, they would give each other ideas on how the best way that the message or the talk is going to land on them. And I remember when we were at Sundance, we had an event there, and at the end of the event, at the end of the day, they all came to my place and Laura's apartment, and we rehearsed. There were two speakers, Danielle and Jeremy, And then there were an audience, which is me, Laura, Pam, Adrienne. So we rehearsed and rehearsed. And then in that talk, we discovered that, oh, Danielle, your talk is too long, especially towards the end. Towards the end, after you have done this many meditation, it doesn't make sense to say, all these things anymore. Because what matters is that your audience is experiencing something valuable. You want to leave them at that and maybe end with one or two sentences. And this is one of the two sentences. So in that moment, we literally cut Danielle's talk by 30%, the end of it. Well, she wasn't, she wanted to do her talk, how she has envisioned it. But she's also very open and coachable into seeing what is the best way of being of service to the message. So that's such a beautiful thing. So those are the three things on how you can create an unforgettable TEDx talk. The first is something, a unique idea is personable, unique, different, specific, something that can help solve a community's problem. TEDx talk isn't about motivation, inspiration. It certainly isn't something to promote your personal agenda, your business, political, religious agenda. It truly is when you take all those egoistical things out of the equation, it really is about making a difference to the community. And then the second thing is about your physicality. How does your body, your voice, your tone delivers the talk and the message? So much so, like what Easton says, that the audience can't take their eyes away from you. And the third part is having a co-creation space where you're allowing others to contribute to the message so that it can be you and the co-creators can be of service to the message that needs to be heard. And obviously, as a bonus one, rehearsal. Rehearsal, rehearsal, rehearse. Don't just go out there and think you're gonna flow. Every single thing counts in the preparation to prepare now and then to deliver an amazing talk on the day. So before we wrap up, I just wanted to say that one of the biggest mistakes that I see TEDx speakers or TEDx applicants, let's focus on TEDx applicants, do when they are submitting their TEDx talk. So one of the biggest things is that they keep their ideas very general and not specific, and especially not in alignment with the theme. So not specific meaning, oh, I want to talk about why mindset is important. I want to talk why trauma is affecting a lot of people. That is so general, so big, so big. It really is hard for people to understand, especially if you're going to deliver a 10-minute or less TEDx talk when you have a big topic, So like Hannah, she zeroed in on what singing Oprah to prisoners taught her. Zero in on that specific moment. And the other big mistake that I see when people applying a TEDx talk is that they are not invested in the application. It's all a numbers game. I get it. Like I had to apply to several places before I got accepted. But what I mean here is that people can feel your energetically in the sense that whether you invested in this session or not. So if you fill in the application very sloppy, don't care, it's just a numbers game, just fast, 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 just fill it in whatever, without being intentional in taking your time to think about the answers, in taking your time to be coachable, in taking your time to include the things that the organizers want in your application, without researching the theme, the people, what they're passionate about, what they are playing for, what they're fighting for, then very likely you won't get in. Because at TEDxHuntingtonBeach, we choose speakers, heart-based speakers with good characters, with a unique, specific, personable, clear idea, and also people with good character. people who are invested in the process, people who wants to be part of the TEDx Huntington Beach team versus, oh, I just want a TEDx talk. Oh, I'm just gonna, spend 5 minutes doing application. Oh, I don't care, I've just submitted. So think about when you apply, take some moment to be intentional with your application and take a moment to hone in on your idea and add value to the team. Okay, everybody, take care. May peace be upon you. Until the next episode, this is your host, Dr. Izdihar Jamil. And remember, be brave in sharing your voice because you never know the rippling impact that you can do to other people and hopefully in the process touch people's hearts. Take care. May peace be upon you.